Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to the halftime show with the score of the Browns 13 and the Lions nothing. I don't know what's more embarrassing, the Lions, the Browns, or the announcers. Where do they find LeVar Arrington? I think what they should do is throw the ball down 19 yards. They don't have any timeouts and there's 9 seconds left. Get them in field goal range. How are they going to stop the clock? And then they can kick the field goal. God almighty. I've never seen anything more embarrassing in my life, quite honestly. And neither of these teams are relevant. We've had the smattering of, this has been like the Kevin Stefanski Baker Mayfield buffet. A little bit of everything, you know? There's the sailing passes that get intercepted, that go 7 feet and over the head of the receiver and behind them. We had Baker's famous double clutch. We had the incredible delayed deep handoff on a third down and short run, giving the ball to Demetric Felton. We've had the requisite offsides for no reason on our defensive line. The requisite roughing the passer to give them a first down. And then there's the Lions. And then there's Maud. I don't know what to tell you, folks. They had it in Cleveland territory. How did they fuck it up? I have no idea. I'm trying to figure all this out. What I will tell you is this. If Baker had footwork problems a couple of years ago, he's got them in spades now. He's got a hurt foot, he's got a hurt knee, he's got a hurt shoulder. And it's all connected to the arm bone, and then it's connected to the head bone. I mean, should I throw it here? You can always tell when he's playing well. That zip and follow through, but that little kind of faggoty ass touch thing where he's just not sure. And the ball just sails in God knows what direction. Of course, Hooper had one of his requisite drops, so that's good. Landry's like, excuse me, OBJ, how do you get out of here? A nice improvisation on a play that, can you imagine Landry throwing back to Baker and it was covered? You think they have our offenses figured out? It's like, they'll never think that we're going to throw the ball to our crippled quarterback. There's a guy standing out there, it's like, oh my God. But a good job by Landry, who improvised and found his way into the end zone. A nice play on play action, getting the ball to Chubb for the second touchdown, and then Chase McLaughlin, who is kicking the ball lower and lower. I noticed in his interviews, I don't know if you heard in his interviews, when he first came to the Browns, I really think there'd be a great opportunity for me to kick. And now it's, hi ho, it's off to work we go. I mean, everything is this high. I mean, maybe he thinks he's kicking it from 56 yards every time he tries a kick, but the balls are low. I don't know. I know it's windy out there, but everything he's kicked has gone to the right. It's like, the only other guy who can't figure that out is LeVar Arrington. Joe Bonaronio, Bonami, Joe Buttafuoco, Joel Bunny Banks of the Loch Lomond. And then, the great thing before the game. The most excitable announcer in the NFL for no apparent reason, and I write his name in here. The other guy. What's his name? I mean, this guy could make taking a shit, you know? I've never seen a shit like that before come out of an asshole! Yeah. What's his name? Before the game, he says, welcoming LeVar Arrington, who's... this is the first game he's ever broadcast. Yeah! Oh, Gus Johnson, that's his name. Oh, my God. I'm speechless. The running game isn't working very well. The passing game isn't working very well. And Tim Boyle, I mean, at this point, maybe Tim Boyle goes into halftime and he says, hey, we're still close. I'm going to come out and do something. But wow. Right now, his accuracy rivals DeShone Kizer. I don't know. It's really bad. It's as bad a game as I've seen in a long time. And why are we throwing so many balls to the sideline? Because they've taken away the middle of the field. Our receivers are so slow. Why? The sideline is an additional defender. You can't throw a long timing pattern to the sideline in wet weather with Baker sailing the ball. Thank you, Rick, to put it in perspective. But hey, they're still in the game. Don't. It's like the guy who was in here on Friday's show. Yo, isn't it funny? You're the one who's saying that Lamar Jackson's really going to get hurt, and it's your guy who got hurt. It's like, not playing today, Lamar Jackson, because of illness. You know what I think? I think the reason he came out of that game against Cleveland and came back in after taking a prolonged shit, I think he has a digestive tract problem. Nobody wants to talk about it because it makes you think of things like Depends, stuff like that. And maybe they should fit him for an adult diaper. Something's wrong with him that he's missing. He's missed now 9 practices and 3 football games due to illness. And that's not the one that was incorporative of COVID. Very strange. Yeah, that's the only reason anybody would be cheering, Rick. Absolutely. Decisive? 3rd and 2. I'm going to give the ball sideways, east-west, to the lightest running back who can't break tackles. What do you think? I offer that to you. Suck my dick. I don't know. There ain't no way this team's going to beat anybody substantial or even mediocre at this point. This team has really kind of lost its place. Really kind of lost it. And the Lions are just grabbing. You know, you heard about Aaron Glenn. He actually took his headset off and just walked away and sat down. It's like, I can't go on. I simply can't go on. Why would you have to hold Rashard Higgins? He's not going to get away from you anyway. And Jarvis Landry has stopped targeting me because you're not targeting me. You're targeting some imaginary ghost that's somewhere in the same zip code as me. Oh, my God. Maybe you can make more sense of it than I. Yeah, and you know, they will win. The Ravens will win. The Bears find a way to lose. And maybe the Lions do too. So far they are, because it has nothing to do with us. But you notice they're trying to do the same things that the Patriots did? Have you noticed that? Draw plays, screen plays, and misdirection runs. They just don't do them as good. But everyone's paying attention to how to defend them. Just take the middle of the field away, and then the one time Jarvis Landry's all by himself in the middle of the field, Baker throws it 7 feet over his head. I don't understand. And then I think to myself, well, God, Case Keenum couldn't be any worse. Yeah, yes, he can. You see, it's hard to get a pass rush in this wet weather. That's a great equalizer. And both teams are living and dying by their run. Baker has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and so does Boyle. They just don't know where they're throwing it. Somebody give them a GPS. Now, one thing that I can tell you, let's see what DG is saying. Y'all didn't treat the Grizz like that last night. Oh, he's talking basketball, so they're not even caring about football. I'm going to try to make you relevant there. Well, I mean, the players and the coaching are not on the same page, and it's a problem for the Browns. And you can see that the receivers, we got a holding call, thank God, and Jarvis Landry wasn't even looking for the pass. They didn't even know what play they were running. This is getting worse and worse and worse, sir. I don't know. I wish I could tell you something that's going to make this easier and better. What we have to do is come out in the second half, hold them, and then put up another 7 points. I don't think they can come back from 20 down. Down 13, they most certainly can. And the Browns' defense is notorious for not making any adjustments in the second half. I'm out of here. Sorry if this wasn't a fluent halftime show, but damn. I'll be back with you after the game on the post-game show, which hopefully will make more sense. Until then, hasta la vista, Pastorheads. See you after the game. Oh, and go Browns, or what's left of them.